Hey, Coach Colin Castello here with Shot Mechanics Basketball, and welcome to another edition of NBA Shooting Secrets. And today we've got James Harden's Part 2. Alright, so I already broke down 3 mechanics that I love about James Harden's jumper, but again, this is a channel for the people, by the people, and you guys wanted to see more, so today we're going to bring you 3 more mechanics that I love about James Harden's shot. So try a few of these things out on your own jump shot, and see if they can increase your shooting percentage the very first time you use them. Alright, let's jump right into it.
Alright, let's start off talking about flexible footwork. James Harden's a dominant scorer and can shoot out of pretty much any situation because his footwork can adapt to fit any situation. James Harden can comfortably shoot out of the step back, he can shoot out of the step in, and he can shoot off of the 2-footed hop. Now, I truly believe that this flexibility in his footwork is one of the biggest reasons why he's able to be such a good scorer, because no matter what position his body's in or his feet are in, he can still knock down shots. Although you might have one preferred method of footwork, I highly recommend that you work on them all. That way you can be a dynamic scorer and be able to shoot out of any situation, just like James Harden. And because basketball is an imperfect game, you're never really going to know what footwork you need at what point in time, so it's best to have them all in your arsenal. Just this tip alone is enough to take a lot of people from being a good shooter into being a good scorer. Now, you might have heard me talk about this before, but James Harden has one of the smoothest jumpers in the NBA, so I knew I had to talk about it here. So to achieve a smooth one-motion shot, it's all about release timing. Notice as James Harden brings the ball up to his set point, up by his eyebrow, his toes are just getting ready to leave the ground. Then check out as his toes leave the ground, he begins his shooting and release towards the basket. Optimizing his release timing gives him a smooth one-motion shot and makes it so he can harness all of the power in his jump and in the basketball into the shot. So if you slow a shot down, the ball never really stops on its way to the basket. It's smooth and one motion, like we say. And because of this smooth one motion, it gives him deep range and he doesn't have to change his mechanics to shoot from further out. That's one reason why a one motion jumper can be super important to younger athletes or smaller athletes, because you can keep your proper mechanics no matter how far out you're shooting. So try to smooth out your jumper into a one motion shot and see if it increases your range and your shooting consistency. Next, let's talk about a mechanic that he uses to hit pull-up jumpers moving towards his dominant hand. At Shot Mechanics, we call it the leg drift, and it's something that the majority of great scorers do when pulling up to their strong hand. Now, a lot of coaches might tell you it's bad because it's a quote-unquote fadeaway, but really it's one of the only ways to be able to hit quick pull-ups moving to your dominant hand. So the idea is that as you're getting ready to release the basketball, you're going to let your dominant leg, or the leg on the same side as your shooting hand, drift towards the rim. Now, this works for a couple different reasons. Number one, your leg acts as a counterbalance. So as your balance is moving away from the basket, as your leg moves towards the basket, it's going to make it so you're more balanced. And the second reason it helps is because it's a great way to naturally release the tension in your neck. Generally, if you're trying to pull up going towards your strong hand, it's going to be hard to get your feet turned to relieve that tension. So adding even just a little leg drift is enough to kill 2 birds with 1 stone most of the time.
If you learned a little something from this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and then go down below and leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know whose jumper you want to see broken down next. Again, this is a channel for the people, by the people, and I run pretty much everything off of requests. And if you're new to Shot Mechanics in the Splash Army, you're gonna want to do 2 things. Number 1, hit that subscription button down below because we put out a ton of videos every week and they're gonna help your game, I guarantee it. Number 2, you can hit that button above or the link in the description, get a free copy of my #1 scoring workout. This scoring workout's probably gonna increase your scoring average the very first time you use it, and it's probably gonna change the way you think about training, so you're gonna wanna check that out. Again, I'm Coach Colin Castello with Shot Mechanics Basketball. Thanks for watching, and until next time, splash on.